Good morning and welcome back to camp. Today, because of the weather, we've got to clean our water tank strainers out. And we have a lot, given that this is a 2 4-bedroom homes. So up here we have our water strainer, and you can see there's no trees in sight over this house, none. But what happens is we end up with a moss build up in the gutters. The gutters, because of their long runs, have low areas, and because of all the rain we've had this year, we end up with build up of moss. And then it then flows into the strainer, and you can tell by the overflow by the erosion on the ground here. I've got road base all around the house to stop weeds and things growing against the house, but right where this strainer is, we've got erosion. So before I start any job, I always go through a safety procedure, as policymakers make us do in Australia. I've got my safety shoes on, and very important, and I've also got my safety harness on, my hat. So if I fall, I just pull the ripcord and my hat makes me float to the ground. So let's go up the ladder, safety first, and inside there you'll see that this is full of water. The strainer's blocked. So what I've got to do is I've got to find the main tool now, which is that, and I've got to come back up, safety first. And as you can see, the rest of the roof, there's no trees, and in the gutter there's just water and the build up of moss. So what we do is we should have a head cam on for this, but we have to go in here without disturbing the moss, grab hold of the strainer, give it a sharp tug, and out it comes, totally full of moss. So the only thing we can do there is to clean it. So it's a fine mesh. It's like stainless steel fly screen wire, and what we'll have to do is find the nearest hose, find the jet stream, this ain't the best. This definitely ain't the best. You probably should put this in bleach. This is a terrible hose. I'll hose up that membrane. I have to do this at least 4 times a year. Otherwise we wouldn't have any water to drink. So that's got it relatively clean. And now we'll go back up my safety ladder. Have a look in here. Got one more step. Have a look in here and insert back the removable strainer, just like that. So it's back in place. It's not perfectly clean, I should have bleached it, but it's okay. A few weeks, I'll have to do it again. Anyway, thanks for coming along, guys. I see Pastor Vine Lee on Facebook this morning got onto the roof and did a great job. So I thought I'd get out here and just check on these myself. Sorry guys, I had to do a non-conformance audit on my safety equipment, and I found that with water they become very slippy. So we've had to go back to the original boots that God supplied me. Okay, so this is another example of our screens. Birds have been trying to make a nest somewhere in the gutter, which got washed out thankfully, and I need to get this washed out. And get back up, and they just clip in, but you got to make sure that they clip in the right place. They have little ledges that they land on, and up the safety equipment again. And again, the roof, we have no trees, but we do have birds, and we do have moss building up in the gutter. So that gets pushed in firmly, and that'll be fine for a few weeks. Alright, so let's go down to the water tanks and I'll show you the final filters. So we have 3 5,000 gallon PVC water tanks down here. Look at the beautiful clover here on the ground. It's just awesome. This place is full of clover, both red and white. Okay, so here we have a strainer on this one here. We've got a strainer on that one there, and the system just cross flows there into the third tank. To be honest, we've never had more than 300 millimeters, never below that line there. That's absolutely full right now. So let's see if I can get this out without killing myself. So it's just a matter of pulling that out, and what this is catching is any residue that goes through the strainers on the roof, as you can see along there. So we'll give this a hose out. We're not like normal people in towns where they have town water. We have our own water catching system. We also filter the water, only the cold water, under each of the kitchen sinks. I changed them filters out this morning after 2 years. They weren't that bad because most of the junk in these big tanks settle to the bottom of the tank. Alright, so it's going to be a pain, aren't you? Oh no, there it goes. There it goes. So that's clean. The other one's clean. All the strainers are clean. And bring on the rain, Father. Once again, thanks for coming along. This is a stupid job, I know, but it's got to be done by somebody. I'm that somebody. So bring on the rain. We don't need it. We're as green as anything. And it's been a total blessing from the Father. Thanks for coming along. Catch you on the next video, eh? Bye from camp. Let us know if you want to visit. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.